Alright, but put this fork back in for the release bearing. I don't know if I recorded it, so I'm going to record it now. Most things are going to be on time lapse, because I want to play music as I'm doing this, but I just thought I'd run through this. So anyone taking it out will know how to do it. Keyway in here. When I'm putting it back in, there's only one way it can go, because this slots in here to another keyway. That goes in there. That's onto the clutch pedal. That activates the fork, and that keyway catches it to move it. There's another pin in here that just gets pushed through and slides in here. Slides in here. Then we've got two locking bolts that run in through it and lock into it. And then the way it was, there was wire that goes through the holes of the locking pins and wrapped around and tied so they can't come loose. And this one, the wire went through the keyway, I think. I'm going to put it through the keyway anyway and tie it in. So I'm just hoping that'll explain to someone, because I had to find out kind of the hard way. And it was lucky enough I was taking the box off, that like if the keyway had fallen down, it wouldn't have bothered me, but I was lucky enough it didn't. So I leave this wire in here to keep the keyway locked in there while I put this in. So I think that's in the right way for me to get it out, probably not. I'm going to swap this metal around. I'll just show that. There's a hole in the keyway as well. So what happens in when I slide this in here, it'll only slide in so far until it hits the wire. But once it's in a bit, it's locked. And then I can get the wire out. But it's a bit too good there. See, it's caught on the wire. So I pull the wire out and slide the rest of the way. So, get that left in there. I hope you can see a bit of this even. I can't see anything there, so I'm just going to push that pin in. Hopefully it'll grab it. It's got it there. The keyway's on the bottom, so it'll go in that way. It's hard to see me in the way, but that's the way it is. I think that's caught the keyway. It just didn't feel very good going in. I'm gonna pull this out and see what happens. Yeah, it's locked in. That's them two in place now. I think they're ready to get there. That's way more, I think. I can see my finger down there. Gotta give that a tap in. See it move. Yeah, it's moving in. Don't know how far in it goes, maybe just get a flush. Oh. It went all the way in, was it? I don't know if I can go in too far. Keep going and see what happens. Oh, it locks, so there must be a stopper on it. Alright. That is in all the way. That has just got a kind of cap on the end, like a freeze plug. That's that on. Next thing I'll do is I'll wind these in. I won't record that because I'm going to put music on, and I'll put wire around them and tie them up. I have a piece of wire in here. The clutch plates, the fingers, are coming back and they're falling off the splines on the shaft of the gearbox, and the first set of corks are falling down behind the splines, and it's not letting the clutch go back. So I just have this bit of wire in here. It's kind of compressed to keep everything pushed that way until I get this back into the truck, and then I'm going to set a stopper on the clutch itself to stop it pressing the spring back all the way, pulling it back. So hopefully that'll stop it. But if anyone has this problem on theirs, one of the guys on one of the Facebook forums told me to, and it would work actually because I was doing it here by hand, get someone to turn the engine, kind of tap the clutch, and it'll shake it. When you turn it around, you'll get the bit that's fallen on the top. So just tap the clutch and it'll slide down and pop back out. So just rotate the engine 180 maybe. If you're on your own, just tap the clutch, it might come back. Yeah, so I'm just going to put all this back together and wire it in. Okay, I put this head back on. The same problem is still there, but it's sorted out in a few places. There's water coming up here, up through the studs. On this one, it's coming out, it's filling out and it's coming out through the valve stem and everywhere. And out of this one as well. When it's running, it's really coming out. I think it's over this side as well. It used to be leaking back here, but it's not now, since I drilled and tapped them. This stud here it didn't have enough bite, so it's pulling up a bit. And that one there. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of don't want to do a thread repair kit in it, but I might do. And a few people were saying that on the Bull Nose Club that when I tighten the stud, it pulls the block up a bit, so it makes it unlevel. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull the head off